Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn a new lesson inside our Earth. Earth is our homeland, is a dynamic planet. It is constantly undergoing changes inside and outside. You will be wondered to know the what lies interiors of the Earth. What is Earth made up of? So, interiors of the Earth. Just like an onion, the earth is made up of several concentric layers with one inside another. The uppermost layer over the earth's surface is called a crust. It is the thinnest of all the layers. It is about 35 kilometers on the continental mass and only 5 kilometers on the ocean floor. The main mineral constituents of the continental mass are silica and aluminium. It is thus called SiAl, silica, Al, aluminium. The oceanic crust mainly consists of silica and magnesium. It is therefore called SiMa, Si, silica, and Ma, magnesium. Just beneath the crust, it is the mantle extends up to the depth of 2900 kilometers below the crust. The innermost layer is the core with a radius of about 3500 kilometers. It is mainly made up of nickel and iron and is called NiF. Ni nickel and Fe ferrous iron, that is. The central core has very high temperature and pressure. Now we have finished the topic, the three layers of the earth. Next is rocks and minerals. The earth crust is made up of various types of rocks. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth crust is called a rock. Rocks can be of different color, size and texture. There are three major types of rocks: igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, second is sedimentary rocks, and next is the metamorphic rocks. When the molten magma cools, it becomes solid. Rocks thus formed are called igneous rocks. They are also called primary rocks. There are two types of igneous rocks: intrusive rocks and extrusive rocks. When lava coming out from the volcano, lava is actually fiery red molten magma. The interiors of the earth on its surface, when this molten lava comes on the earth's surface, it rapidly cools down and becomes solid. Rocks formed in such a way on the crust are called extensive igneous rocks. They have a very fine grained structure. Example, basalt. The Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rocks. Sometimes the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth crust. Solid rocks so formed are called intrusive igneous rocks. Since they cool down slowly, they form large grains. Granite is an example of such a rock. Grinding stones using to prepare a paste powder of spices and grains are made up of granite. Rocks roll down, crack and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments. These smaller particles are called sediments. These sediments are transported and deposited by wind, water, etc. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. For example, sandstone is made from grains of sand. These rocks may also contain fossils of plants, animals, and other microorganisms that once lived on them. Igneous and sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rocks under great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. Rocks are very useful for us. The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses, and buildings. You use stones in many games. Example: seven stone, hopscotch. You will be surprised to know that one type of rock changes into another type under certain conditions in a cyclic manner, and this is called as rock cycle. This process of transformation of a rocks from one to another is nothing but a rock cycle. You have already learnt when the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become igneous rocks. These igneous rocks are broken down into small particles that are transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. When the igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they change into metamorphic rocks. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form molten magma. This molten magma again can cool down and solidify into igneous rocks. Minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. Minerals are very important to humankind. Some are used as fuels, example coal, natural gas, and petroleum. They are also used in industries, iron, aluminium, gold, uranium, etc., in medicines, in fertilizers, etc. So this is about the lesson. Thank you all.